This is practice paper J. We'll be looking at the statistics questions that appear on it. As usual, you should be using this as a walking, talking mock. It's an opportunity for you to get instant feedback on what you think the response to each of the questions will be. Do the paper as I'm doing it, pause where necessary, and verify your answers as you go along. Let's get started. Question 1. A factory produces shopping bags for a large supermarket chain. The breaking load of a bag is the maximum load that it can carry before it breaks. That makes sense. The supermarket chain places an order for 50,000 shopping bags, but wishes to know the breaking load of the bags. So just two reasons why a census would be unsuitable for this purpose. Okay, well, firstly, a census means that you are going to get information from every single item of the population, every single member of the population. In this case, the population is 50,000 bags, and to take a census on them means we would have to test 50,000 bags. So there's a huge number that you would need to test. That will take a long time. Okay, so another and probably more important reason why a census would be unsuitable is that testing for the breaking limit is testing to destruction. The bag will be unusable after you've tested how much it takes to break. So if we were to test all of the 50,000 bags, they would all be broken and there will actually be no bags to pass on to the supermarket, or we'll be passing them 50,000 broken bags. So testing to destruction means no bags will be left. So two reasons which will make a census unsuitable in this particular scenario. The factory tests 5 shopping bags and the loads required for the bags to break are shown below. The factory claims that the shopping bags can carry 12 kilograms of goods without breaking. Use the sample data to comment on this claim. Well, if we look here, most of the values are above 12 kilograms before they broke, but we do have an item here which broke below 12 kilograms. Is it going to be sensible? Is it going to be ethical? Is it going to be correct for the company, the factory, to go ahead and say our bags will not break unless you have more than 12 kilograms of goods in them? No, it won't. So really, their claim should be less than 12 kilograms, as we do have a value that breaks below 12 kilograms. If we think about it further, 20% of the sample breaks below 12 kilograms. So to go ahead and say that the bags can carry 12 kilograms of goods will not be correct. So next we'll asked to describe any limitations to the sample that the factory has collected. And I would say, look, this is a small sample size. They only picked 5, and that puts a limit on the conclusions that can be drawn from it. We need a larger sample size to be more confident of any conclusions that we draw from that sample. We could have had a sample where all of them were above 12, and we would have made a claim that isn't quite correct because we know that some values will be below 12. So just the larger the sample, the more confidence we have in it, since different samples can give you different conclusions. Okay, and finally we asked to suggest one way the factory could improve the reliability of its prediction, and kind of already answered this, just have a larger sample size. Okay, so be careful to make sure that even if you feel you've answered a question in a previous section, if the exam question has specifically asked you for something, repeat yourself to make sure you get credit for that previous answer.